Louisiana Beer Reviews Lagunitas Hop Stoopid Ale Revisited Special Edition. Here we are about 8:30 a.m. It's warm, it's humid, it's cloudy. This beer is very commonly available in the New Orleans area. It was introduced in 2006. It's 8% alcohol. It has 102 international bitterness units. I see a code, but I don't see a Best Buy date. Oh well. Brewed in Petaluma, California, Sonoma County, and in Chicago, Illinois, in Cook County. Ooh, I made a nasty little hiss. A hiss that said, I'm about to blow up. Okay. I wish we'd get a little sunlight. We had sun breaking out. Seemed like it's been forever since the sun came out. Like 3,000 years. 3,000 years. 3,000 years of your gosh darn glory. Okay, thick, off-white head and a clear, bubbly, orange gold appearance. And how many times have we said that? A lot. Because these India Pale Ales tend to have a commonality in appearance, aroma, flavor, body, and finish. And the double IPAs likewise have those commonalities. I see a lot of tight bubble streams. You probably can't see it, but I can. It's been over 3 years since I've had this beer. Gets a 99 out of 100 on Rate Beer, a 99 out of 100 for the style, and an outstanding score on the beer. Me and the bros haven't looked at it. It smells juicy. This beer contains no juice, nor does it contain citrus of any kind. It contains water, barley malt, hops, and yeast, but a lot of hops. Like they got hop stupid with it. Why, it's becoming cloudier. There's a whole bank of clouds coming in, so I think we're not going to see any sunrise. But it's risen. On a sweetness scale, you know, this is going to be pretty sweet. 3 out of 5 sugar cubes and 5 out of 5 hop cones, I'm sure. So if you want a pretty sweet beer that's offset by a lot of hop bitterness, but not harsh hop bitterness, and it has a good hefty alcohol rating, this could be one for you. Oh, well, you can find this beer for $4.99 at certain stores, like Rouse's, where I bought it. Comes on draft and in the 22-ounce bomber bottles. The aroma's sort of dank. It's hop oil. It's you get some of that vegetable note. It's not as dank and hop oily oriented as the Alpine, pure hoppiness though. And I would say that those two, the Alpine and this, are very similar in their ABV and in their hoppiness. But I think the Alpine was stronger. Like, as I drank on it, the bitterness was just like kicking in. And I'm making a face, but it was enjoyable. I mean, I don't mind the hop bitterness. I had somebody say one time, it was Brad, and he was saying, oh, you just trying to do hoppy beers so you can rag on them and dog them and put them down. I said, what are you talking about? I've done so many hoppy beers, and I've given great ratings for them. I just rip on the ones that are hoppy and not good, that taste like canned store brand pineapple. To me, that is not a positive attribute. This does not smell, nor does it taste like canned store brand pineapple, or pineapple at all. This one smells and tastes like a very strong, dry hopped pale ale, okay? It has the hop resin, okay? So if you are a viewer and you've drank a lot of these super bitter ales, you know what I'm talking about. We were talking about IPLs last night. I said I don't like IPLs. I don't like cross styling. If I was, if I was involved in selling Amway, I wouldn't like cross lining. So I'm not opposed to cross breeding with dogs, but it's like if I want to drink a lager, I want it to taste and feel like a lager. If I want to drink an India Pale Ale, I want it to be that. But all this mix and match, oh, I mean, some people love it. I'm telling you what, I don't like it. I don't like the shot clock. I don't like the 3-point shot. I don't like rules that try to manipulate a game, and styles that try to manipulate a beer or job the style, so to speak. I don't want to get into all that philosophical stuff, but that is the case. Yeah, like in basketball, you can't anymore call a timeout when you're about to fall out of bounds. It's like, why not? You're on the court. You want to call a timeout? Call a timeout. Okay, you're about to fall out of bounds. So, well, we don't like the way that affects the game. It's part of the game. Well, you can't play zone defense because that lowers the scoring. It's a type of defense. It's not like unethical. I don't know. Okay, I'm ranting about sports rules that try to job the event and make an artificially high score, stuff like that. Okay, I'm talking about IPLs because they try to make something be what it shouldn't be. Back to this. If you want to really dank, I mean, this is approaching the Alpine, because these things, as they develop, it starts to grow, Yeah, that hop dankness is starting to come out. But it's still not as strong as the Alpine. I mean, the Alpine was just like mainlining hop oil. This one here, in Lagunitas does a lot of wry humor. They'll say something is, but it isn't, like, it's so hot, but I think they know that it's not going to be. So it's not hop stupid. It's not overly done. There's a lot of mellowness, mellowness to it. Really. Now, the guy next door and his wife, they're going to hate it. I mean, they would take one sip and just say, because they're dedicated Bud Light drinkers. So it's not for everybody, but for somebody like me and you, the viewer, who's doing the long march through the beer brands, it really is exceptionally good. It's something to try, and it's a little adventure, and it's low priced. So I feel compelled to go ahead and say it's an A+, outstanding. It's one of those beers you really need to have if you're trying to, like Maria says, tick off everything. So it's a medium mouthfeel, and it's a pretty dry finish, not super dry like, say, Bud Dry used to be, or Bud Light for that matter. So, but anyway, you'll see the lacing isn't heavy, but it's there. So Les Les Bon Temps Roulé, a very enjoyable beer. I'm so glad I revisited it. It'll probably be a long time before I go back to it. And then somebody was telling me yesterday, you ought to revisit Budweiser. I said, no, I think people would get very irritated. I think I've kind of worn that one out. But I'm sure it'll return one day. And y'all come on down to New Orleans. Go, Saints, go!